Welcome to Training Tuesday on Alex Elite Golf. This is where we start to really improve your golf out on the golf course. In today's video, I want to ask you a question before we get into the real guts behind this. How many times do you have bad thoughts out on the golf course and highlight trouble? So say for example down the first, how many times you say to your playing partners, oh, I don't like this tee shot, or watch out for the trees on the right, or tell your playing partner who's never played your golf course before, oh, there's water down there. Everything that we do tends to highlight trouble, tends to ask bad questions. So in today's video, I want you to start thinking about good questions you can ask. I'm going to give you two real good examples about what they can be out on the golf course. Yep. So before I do that, remember, I want you to comment down below, give me a number and let me know how many times around you tend to highlight trouble to your playing partners or just generally in your head, because anytime you do this, we're making some bad underlying feelings out on the golf course that's really going to affect our performance. Remember, Tuesdays is all about performance, Thursdays are challenges, and Sundays are all about can you do this? So what would be an example of a good question? Number one, I want you to imagine we've got our yardage, whether that be on our watch, whether it be taking it with our rangefinder, and I want you to ask yourself a question: what shot do I see? So straight away you're asking yourself, is that what shot do I see? Is it high? Is it low? Is it left to right? Is it right to left? Or is it straight? And I want you to stand behind the golf ball once you've selected your golf club and ask yourself the question: what shot do I see? Even mutter it underneath your breath, and straight away you're going to start to see good feelings, start to think of good thoughts, rather than going, watch out for that bunker, watch out for that water, oh, don't go long. Focus on different things, and straight away we're putting our attention on the shot, not on the trouble. But also, more importantly for me, we're not putting our attention on our swing. We're really trying to put our attention on the shot we're about to hit. So let's hit this first one away. Remember, the first good question we're going to ask today is, what shot do I see? So the shot I see here is, I've got a front left flag. I really see a nice little chippy draw from the middle of the green into the flag, and start to be really descriptive in what you see too. Chippy draw. I've asked myself the question, let's execute the shot. Tell you what, be good. Pretty close, that. So that's the first question I want you to ask. What is the second question that's going to be really paramount to playing some better golf? Am I making a smart decision, or am I taking a risky decision? Because we all know we have to make smart decisions, and they may have an element of risk in them, but are we trying to pull off a shot that we generally can't because it's not in our armory, or are we just trying to pull a shot off for the sake of hitting it? So the second reason why I wanted to ask this question here is, am I taking too much risk? Is because generally I think a lot of golfers tend to take on too much risk. They tend to hit shots that aren't in their repertoire. They tend to actually bring in too much element of trouble out on the golf course. So if we can start to feel like we take a real smart decision, accompany that with some good thoughts and good questions along the lines of what shot do I see, we're really starting to build up a formula for really good golf shots. And you can do this for every single shot in your bag, whether it be off the tee, into the green, a chip shot, and a putt too. The best thing about this is, one, it takes your mind off the trouble, but two, it really starts to get you more into the shot dictating your swing, rather than trying to be, okay, I've got my 9-9 now, well, I've got this feeling, my little finger here. When really, does it really matter where your little finger is? We need to be more engaged in the shot, more engaged in asking questions, because that's what's going to help us generally play better golf out on the golf course. Okay, so I'm going to do it in a little bit of a different order here. I'm going to pick my golf club, ask myself the question, am I taking on too much risk, or am I making a smart decision? If the answer is yes, so I'm making a smart decision here, I've corrected my club. Now what shot do I see? Okay, I see that chippy draw, into the shot, picturing the shot, playing the shot tracer in my head, pulling the trigger. Again, a really nice shot. For me, a smart shot, a shot that was under control, gave me good feelings, and I'm starting to prepare a formula for better golf out on the golf course. Remember, Training Tuesdays is all about things you can do in your round, in your practice, to start training for golf, not just start practicing golf. So now if I ask you that question again, how many bad thoughts do you have out on the golf course? Hopefully we can start to eradicate that with that formula. Remember, am I taking too much risk, and what shot do I see are my two real key questions to better golf out on the golf course. And if we can do that, we can start to prepare better mentally, train better mentally, and we all know what that means, potentially better golf without changing our swing, because on Tuesday training, we don't talk about swing thoughts, we don't talk about changing our swing, we don't talk about positions, we just start to improve golf. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Answer the question.